Hi there, we're Team Wootzor. I'm Mikey Gross.
And I'm Sean Sparks.
Today we're going to be talking to you about the things we're excited for Gen Con. Can't wait, it's coming up in a couple weeks in August. It's going to be a great time. Sean, go ahead.
All right. Well, one of my favorite things every year about Gen Con is, one, just getting some time off work.
Yes.
But what's funny is when you go to Gen Con, and maybe this is kind of a negative, but it kind of goes hand in hand, is that I'm more tired at Gen Con, and I become more exhausted there than I do working.
Yeah, but it's fun vacation. It's good times.
It's all in fun. So,
yeah.
But one of my favorite things, and I would say this is always really honestly at the top of my list, especially, we're fortunate enough that we live close enough to Indianapolis that a lot of our gaming friends here locally in the Dayton area, we get to game with them. So, and being that a lot of the experiences that you do at Gen Con are so limiting.
Right.
It's good that we can do those exclusive events, those limited events or whatever they call them with friends a lot of times. But also the other thing, over the years we've had a lot of, good gaming friends and move away.
Right.
So it's always good that we get a chance to meet up with those friends again, say hello, maybe play some games with them. It's like once you're in the gaming community, you're always in it. You're always, and it's good even if just once a year you get to meet up with your old friends again.
Right.
That's moved away. So, that's one of the things I like. Something else I'm looking forward to, when you first get there. For me, we do a lot of the Wednesday gaming through KFG. They do a lot of great stuff at the RAM.
Yes.
What's the other place called?
Scotty's Brew House.
Scotty's Brew House, and we've done all that. And I recommend if you get in town early to try those. Those are really good. But for me, and I've did it just about every year, is the stink kind of sets it off for me.
Union Station.
Yeah, Union Station. Well, it used to be in the
Hyatt.
Yeah, in one of the ballrooms. But that always kind of triggers it for me. It's like, okay, the con has started. Because that's like an official con event.
Right.
And if you haven't been, that's a chance for you to get your swag on. You get free stuff, and it's cool stuff.
Yeah, and you can meet a lot of different gaming groups.
Yeah.
Like we said again, KFG, the Hoosier Gamers. Yep. There's a few others around, but it's a good time to meet other gaming groups, other people, maybe even network some with the folks in the gaming industry.
Right. Yeah, and also while you're at at the stink, getting your swag.
Yeah.
You get to play games. There's people there on tables playing whatever. Yeah.
Bit of a party.
It is. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. I like
it.
But we're not talking about cheap swag.
No.
We're talking shirts, dice. Stuff gamers like.
There's some raffles and things for games.
Yeah,
it is a lot of fun.
It is. It's a lot of fun. I recommend everyone try that.
Yep.
Now, another big one on my list is this year is the the D&D experience. What's it called? I
think it's DDXP at Gen Con now. They moved it from Winter Fantasy to Gen Con.
Okay. Well, we signed up for the exclusive where we're running with the same DM.
The VIP experience.
The VIP experience, right. And I'm really looking forward to that because we're going to play with our friends. So there'll be 6 of us that know each other.
5, I think.
Is it 5?
Yeah, I think so.
But, it'll be exciting because it won't be our first time playing 5th edition or whatever you want to call it. But it'll be our first time doing anything official, and that really matters.
After having the real books in our hands.
Correct, yes. We'll have the real books and everything. That's probably, game-wise, the thing I'm looking forward to the most.
Okay.
Now, if you remember last year, I can't remember the name of the company, but we play tested a game called Flea Marketeers.
That would be the people who made Redneck Life gut-busting games. I think so,
gut-busting games, yeah, okay. And we play tested it. We submitted a report about what we thought of the game. Well, and it's officially released this year, and I'm looking to pick up a copy if I can.
Yes.
And I'm gonna play it.
Oh, I think we're in the same session.
Well, So I want to see what kind of changes came, and because I enjoyed the game the way it was, but I'm sure there'll be some changes. So that's one of the things I'm really looking forward to this year. There's a new game coming out, board game from AEG called Istanbul.
Okay, AEG.
Yeah, AEG. That's another board game, that I'm really looking forward to. I like AEG. They put out some really good products.
You're right.
They're one of the top companies. But that also goes right in hand. I think we're both doing the AEG
Big night.
board game night. Because there's a game also they're putting out called Doomtown, I think.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to trying that. I wasn't able to get into an official event, so I'm hoping to be able to play it. The AEG board game night is where, people just come. You get some swag from AEG.
Yeah, if you're a ticketed event player.
If you're ticketed and they have all their games available to play.
Oh yeah, I want to try. There's a ton I want to try.
Absolutely. I mean, even if you can't get in on a game, I think it's a cool event because you can watch. So you're going to learn a lot about the AEG products, which I think is fantastic. Finally, I think on Sunday, a game that I know is very popular. Haven't had an opportunity to play it.
Right.
But it's called Love Letter.
Okay.
It's a card game. I'm not a huge card game fan, but this one has got so many raving reviews and so many people like it that it's got one of them names that almost kind of like what it was.
Yeah, but it's one of those unassuming ones, kind of like Gloom was, where yes, it's a card game, but I've watched the videos on it. The premise looks amazing. It looks like it's a legitimately fun game to play.
Yeah, it does. It looks good. I've watched the reviews on it and everything. So, Love Letter on Sunday, that'll kind of cap it for me. That is my list of things I'm most looking forward to. I mean, I'm looking forward to everything I'm doing. Something I actually didn't put on my list that I was thinking about was the Demolition Robot thing.
The Robo Rally robot version where you're driving the robots.
Correct.
I've seen some of the video on that. That looks good. I don't think I was able to actually get into it.
Yeah.
But I'll have to double check my tickets and events again.
So I'm hoping to do that if we can, and we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
So, that's my list.
Well, my list, kind of starting off with what Sean said, the vacation. It's away from work. It's away from home. It's an adventure. I hate to use the term, so easily, but it's an adventure. You're, the drive, the checking into the hotel, the driving downtown the Wednesday morning. Just, it's a lot of fun. Continuing on Wednesday, there's the Ram. I mean, first thing on the list really is the Ram.
Yeah.
The food.
Yeah.
Buying my giant mug.
Yep.
Watching the cheesy movies. I think my last year was Masters of the Universe, which I'll watch anytime, any day. Playing games with our friends, playing games with other folks. Did I mention the cheese fries? The waffle fries.
Yeah, the waffle fries
are amazing.
Yes, right.
The steak is always fun. I think, isn't it the AEG big night Wednesday night or Thursday night?
I think it's Thursday night.
Okay, yeah.
It might even be Friday night. I don't remember.
Yeah, but I'm excited looking into that. Obviously playing 5th edition with our friends, Dungeons & Dragons, the VIP experience, kind of sectioned off. I'm excited maybe to meet some of the developers or some of the other D&D celebrities, Salvatore, Greenwood, those kind of guys.
Right.
Hoping they're there, maybe get some autographs. There's a movie premiering for sale at Gen Con. It's called Dark Dungeons. It's based on some of the mass hysteria and craze during the 80s for Dungeons & Dragons.
Yeah.
How a lot of places were, they wrote pamphlets, they protested against it, and a group of people made a movie about it.
Okay.
And they're releasing it at Gen Con.
Well, now, is this going to be like one of the film rooms you go to, or is this going to be like on DVD?
I think it's going to be on DVD to sell. It's going to be kind of like the Gamers, where you can watch it or buy it at the same time.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out.
Yep. My next thing I'm really excited for, the food trucks. Just the thought of the food trucks controlling Georgia Street. It seems like it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Just watching what all the different food trucks are, all their names. Just kind of seeing that.
Well, they do a really good job of, there's been some issues past years of where the food trucks would run out of stuff, but it seemed like they really got started this last year. If a truck is out of product or, they move them off the street and another truck gets to come in. And there's a line of people waiting in their food trucks to come in and take a spot. Mm-hmm. So they seem to be handling that really well.
Yep. Another thing I'm really excited for, I have not missed the cosplay parade since I started going to Gen Con in 2008. Mm-hmm. I've witnessed every single one. It's just a really exciting thing. I like watching all the costumes, and it keeps getting longer and longer. The first year I watched, it was like a minute, then 2 minutes, then 5. I think this last year it was 10 full minutes long. I always enjoy watching it, filming it, editing it, getting it on YouTube. Yeah.
If I catch a glimpse of it while I'm walking around, I definitely watch. But good thing is you always record it, so I get to see it either way.
Yeah. A bunch of new games coming out. The Force and Destiny beta from Fantasy Flight Games. Looking at all the new Star Wars X-Wing stuff that Fantasy Flight's going to be putting out. They'll have it in their display case. getting my hands on some of the Robotech miniatures game over at Palladium.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Meeting the guy in charge of Palladium, Kevin Sambidia. He was the very first industry person I met going to my first Gen Con, because we grew up playing Rifts and Robotech and all those RPGs.
And just real quick, before you get too far away from it, I'd forgot about Fantasy Flight. I mean, I knew they were, but I forgot. It's not on my list, but yeah, I'm excited to pick up that Force book. And if you haven't had an opportunity to if you like Star Wars, you like RPGs, I'm of the opinion that this is the best Star Wars RPG to date.
Yep.
So,
my next thing's Legendary Encounters, the Aliens version. It's good. Can't wait to see that or play it. Battle Sheep, and there's just tons and tons more games I'm excited for. You know, Dealer Hall, like I said, and then probably the thing I'm most excited for is some of the times they get celebrities in, and this year they're getting one of my favorite authors. They're getting Jim Butcher.
Okay.
He's the author of the Dresden Files, which is about the wizard in Chicago, Codex Alera. That's actually all I know he's written. So, but I'm really excited to meet him, get a couple books signed.
Well, that's cool.
Ask him a few questions for some friends. It's really cool.
You know, the funny thing is, just kind of talking about the exhibitor hall. You know, we share a room. You know, separate beds. But yeah, I mean, we share a room and we ride over together. We drive and we play a lot of games together. We'll spend probably more than half the time gaming together. But then as soon as we go to the exhibit hall,
boom, we're gone.
Different ways. See you in 3 hours.
Yep.
You know, but you know, you can't just, because we're both looking at different things.
Right.
There's no way to stay together on that. So.
Yep. Now, with every list of things I'm excited for, there are things I'm not excited for Gen Con. More zombie games. It seems like there's 1,000 zombie games coming out.
Right.
I've got Zombicide. I've got Zombie Dice. I'm good. I don't need any more. Maybe a zombie card game, or perhaps a zombie housekeeping game. Right. You know, somebody fill that niche, and I'll try it.
Right. I have 3 zombie games on the shelf here behind me.
Yeah.
No need to mention what they are because I can't think of what they are. But yeah. There's enough zombie games. That genre has been, you know, worn out, so to speak.
A couple other things I'm not looking forward to are the crowds. I mean, I get it. Gen Con's exploding.
Yes.
It's a good thing. Just, you know, crowds. It's just a general, I'm not excited about the crowds, but I'm happy that there'll be so many people here that brings in more exhibitors, that brings in more celebrities. So it's a good con.
Well, and they are already talking about new hotels.
Yeah.
I don't know if they can expand the convention center any larger.
I don't think they need to. There's space they're not using.
Yeah. But the good thing is we're going to be playing events till noon pretty much every day because of the VIP D&D experience.
Yeah.
So we're not going to be part of that initial rush into the vendor hall.
Yeah.
You know, so that'll be nice.
The food truck lines. It's great that the food trucks are there, but it seems like every time I've gone out to the food truck, even at different times, there's been 50 people in line.
Yeah.
There's a couple of food trucks where I got up to order something, and I go, we're out of food. We got to go. Bye.
Right.
And it just kind of soured me in the whole experience. But I found, and here's a tip, while everybody's waiting in lines for the food trucks, walk to the Ram, walk to Ruth Chris's, walk to Scotty's. Most of the time, you might just walk in, get a seat, and get food quick.
Right.
I did that twice last year at the Ram. I walked up, sat at the bar, and I was in and out in 30 minutes.
Well, and one of the things Ruth Chris's is doing the
steak break.
Yeah. You can, I guess, online go and order your food, and it'll be ready for you to pick up at a particular time. Of course, that means you've got to walk all the way to Ruth Chris's, but you know, hey, it's a nice option.
A couple other things. Lack of sleep. We're going to be doing a lot.
Yeah.
But it's a good thing to have. You know, lack of sleep, I'll just wait till I get home to sleep.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's for me, it's usually, even if I get back to the room at midnight, which is pretty common, I mean, I can't wind down for at least an hour.
Right.
Minimum. So, and then so if I'm asleep by 1, turn around, I'm up at 7.
Yep.
You know, shower real quick, grab a granola bar, and run to my 8 a.m. event. So.
Yep. You know, it's a community. It's supposed to be fun. My next thing is, you know, just jerks. People, you know, even if it's games you're playing, jerks at the table, people being jerks running the game. Usually I'm a good judge of character and I'll know quickly, but You know, you just gotta live with it and move on.
Well, fortunately, you know, we're dedicating probably a third of our time to D&D.
Yeah.
And we're playing with friends who we know. Mm-hmm. And I think I like most of them. No, I like them all.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so that's good. Hopefully we don't run into that too much. You know, hopefully we get a good experienced DM. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming Wizards is going to be smart about this.
Yeah.
And put some of their better DMs or the ones they really trust.
Right.
You know, to be the initial salesman in a sense for this game.
Yep. And my last con about Gen Con is that one of my favorite games of all time is no longer there. And it's TerraWorks.
Oh, yeah.
I miss TerraWorks. I had so much fun. It was a blast. Mm-hmm. I'm wearing the shirt. I've got multiple shirts, the water bottles, the home game. You know.
Well, and they actually, we liked that so much. They knew us by name.
They knew us, yeah.
They knew us by name. We would play it, you know, multiple times if we could, if we had the time. Yeah, and I mean, they used some of the things we purchased, some of our images to promote for sales. So that was always fun.
That was fun. Yeah, the badges with their names on it and everything.
Yeah, it's a shame that they, you know, I don't know what the issue is there. Probably financial concerns, I assume. But I mean, it
was always packed.
Yeah.
It was always fun.
Matter of fact, I'll say this. It was TerraWorks that kind of got me stop playing True Dungeon.
Oh, absolutely.
Because of the expense, you know. I mean, it's not, I could obviously probably, if I saved up, play True Dungeon.
Yeah.
But what is it, $44?
46.
46, somewhere in the 40s to run through. Hey, and if it's your thing, fantastic.
Yeah.
Nothing against that. But, you know, it outpriced me.
Yeah.
So, and TerraWorks was less than half that to run through. And it was, if not just as fun, more fun, in my opinion.
Yeah. So. Running around with airsoft guns, shooting aliens.
Absolutely.
Robots.
Yeah.
It was
and they had great props.
They did.
It was so fun.
Yeah.
So.
Well, folks, I hope you've followed along with us and enjoyed. Can't wait to see you at Gen Con. If you see us, give us a shout out and have a good con.
All right. Take care.